I'm Claire from Wagon Wonderment, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a calm, relaxing Zen space for your dog in your home. And I'm set up today in a very relaxing way here. This is intentional. I'm in a cozy spot with my cozy little dachshund right here. Creating a relaxation zone or Zen space is extremely helpful for all dogs, but especially dogs who are maybe anxious, reactive, tend to be overstimulated, over-aroused, nervous. It's a wonderful way to give them a predictable and safe feeling zone so that they can decompress and there can be some actual stress relief for them. So again, let's dive in. I'll show you all about how to do it. Firstly, let's talk about why it matters. Dogs don't automatically know how to relax in your average human home. It doesn't actually come naturally to them. We have noises, movement, visitors, mailmen, nannies, house cleaners, big noises happening outside, gardeners, action, people in and out, screens. There's a lot that isn't super comfortable to them, and that's not even mentioning all the beeping and weird electronic noises that they aren't automatically comfortable with. So it does take some intentional preparation to help your dog feel more comfortable in a safe zone in their home. A dedicated, calming space will help your dog to learn how to settle more easily, recover from stressful events, reduce over-arousal, overstimulation, and barking, build their independence and their confidence, and just overall help them to feel more secure. Think of it like their quiet bedroom or their safe little corner of the world. First, pick the location. You want somewhere quiet and low traffic, away from windows and doors, not right in the middle of the chaos, but not too far isolated either. Good options might include a corner of the living room, a bedroom, a quiet study or office. Avoid places where your dog is likely to be constantly startled by people walking by or loud noises or whatever. Next, we've got to make it physically comfortable for your dog. That's going to look different for each dog. Some dogs, dachshunds, enjoy lots of blankets and lots of opportunities for making nests and burrowing. Chihuahuas might be like that too. Italian greyhounds. Dogs who like to get snuggly and burrow are going to want lots of big, comfy, cushy blankets and things like that. Whereas a dog who has a lot of fur or maybe was really built to be happy in colder climates might actually want like a cooling pad or space on a cold floor to feel comfortable. So pay attention to what your dog naturally gravitates towards when they're feeling calm and make sure you provide that. Add things that smell like you. You know, maybe there's a t-shirt that you've worn to the gym a few times, so it definitely has a lot of your scent on it. Maybe a dog bed or a mat that they enjoy. A crate if they like a crate. I like to create, even if they're not a crate dog, I like to create some sort of little covered area where they can kind of tuck themselves in. The perk to that is that it does offer some sound muffling as well, which is really helpful for our dogs who are noise sensitive. And depending on how visually sensitive they are, you might even set up a pen or something like that that actually has a visual barrier, maybe blanket over the side of the pen so that it cuts down on their visual stimuli. But again, it depends on your dog. So what I would do is just start with a bed that is comfortable to them or a mat. I would start with something that smells like you and something that creates sort of a covered area for them. And then go from there. Add things that you see will actually help your dog settle and feel safe and grounded. Remember that you're aiming for cozy, not cluttered. So don't throw in a ton of stuff. Don't throw in 8 different toys and things like that. 1 or 2 calming toys, stuffies, or things like that might be helpful. But we don't need to fill it with clutter. We just want it to feel safe and cozy. Next, we need to control the environment. So this is something that gets missed a lot. And it's important. Number 1, white, brown, or pink noise. Something that provides kind of just a shh to help mask other noises that are going to come in and surprise them and potentially knock them out of their Zen space, right? So I really like brown noise. It's got a little bit of a warmer feel to it, but whatever works. I also like to use a box fan. I think it helps. It also adds kind of a soft vibration to the floor that I think is helpful. So that helps a lot already create that white or brown noise with the fan noise, and it adds a little vibration, which I think is, again, really helpful. I like to sound layer, so I might add some music on top of that constant white or brown or pink noise, or maybe some talk radio or something like that. Again, we're not blaring, but we're adding kind of a constant calming sound that will help them. Visual barriers, really important. So close the windows, close the blinds on the windows, put up window clings, or if they're in a pen or something like that, block the edges, block the sides with blankets so that they're less distracted by various visual stimuli. Use dim or calming lighting rather than like harsh overhead lights. And keep a lot of like crazy toys and high energy play out of this zone. So you have control over this environment. That's one of the perks to setting up this zen space for your dog. So the goal here is making sure that we're doing our best to reduce the external stimuli. We're creating a really nice cozy space for your dog, whatever that means for your dog. And we're consistently allowing that space to be uninterrupted by chaos, so that it can actually be a calming space. You can stock your calming space with calming activities. It shouldn't be empty, but it shouldn't be cluttered. Balance is key here. So I like to put in calming activities when my dog is in there, just as an option for them. So maybe it's a licky mat or a stuffed Kong or Westpaw toy or some sort of long-lasting chew, something like that that can be soothing, can be licking, slowly chewing or gnawing, can help to really lower stress. And so I think it's really beneficial to have in a zen space for your dog. Rotate those items, don't keep them in there, and don't give them the same one every time. Lastly, we actually have to help them understand that this is their safe, relaxing zone. They aren't automatically going to know that what you've created is the place that they're supposed to settle, right? So we actually have to do some work there. Number one, never force your dog into that space. So do not physically put them there and make them stay there. That is not going to help them settle. That's going to make them feel frustrated and possibly a little scared. Instead, start by tossing some treats in there, allowing them to explore it on their own. Feed some meals in there. Give chews only in that area. Calmly praise them or even join them if they enjoy massage or you sitting with them for calm activities. We want your dog to think, man, this place makes me feel good. Not in a chaotic play kind of way, in a, whew, I can relax, I can feel good, I can feel safe here. So the other thing that I would add to that personally is doing a very low-key, low-pressure training exercise there every day. So laying out that special mat or bed that you're going to use in there. And when your dog goes over there, going ahead and putting a treat there in front of them and going through a little mat work session daily. So spending 3 to 5 minutes each day having that mat there, walking over there with some treats when they go and relax on that mat, rewarding, and then continuing to reward as long as they remain there, and continuing to reward, especially when we see physical signs that our dog is starting to settle. So deep breaths, flipping onto one of their hips, lowering their head, resting certain areas of their body. So doing that each day will help to condition them to feel really happy and calm in that space. Common mistakes to avoid. This is not a punishment zone. Do not put them in there forcibly when they are in trouble. That will work against everything that you've done to help it feel like a safe, calming space. Don't put it right in the middle of a crazy, loud, chaotic environment. That's also going to work against you. Don't overload it with a bunch of toys. That's going to fight against their desire to settle. And don't expect your dog to immediately understand that this is their relaxation zone. You have to help them. Relaxation, settling, it's a skill. It takes time. A well-designed zen space can be life-changing for dogs and their humans. Start simple, observe what your dog likes, and make changes if needed. Last little pro tip. Use a mat or something that you can easily take with you. Because if you do a lot of calming activities on this mat in this zen space in the home, we can actually start to travel with that mat and take it to other places so that we can have that same calm feeling in other zones. So using the same mat, blanket, rug, whatever for this practice as you're going to use later on when you take it out into the world is a really smart idea. Thanks for watching, and give your pup scratches for us.